So many people have been talking about this, and I promised to make a video about it. So on my Discord, The Digital Burrow, and in the comments section of the video I did reacting to One Piece chapter 1176, people were asking were the ODC machines some sort of dial technology or a derivative of dial technology. And I think this could be the case because in that chapter, Vegapunk Lilith uses the ODC machines to collect natural power to put out the fire at the Owl Library on Elbaph by freezing the entire location. These were also used to make the Super Vega Cola that now is being used as a power-up for Frankie. So I do think these were derived from dial technology in one way or another for one simple reason. And this is a plot point that has not really been discussed yet. At the end of Egghead, the Vegapunk that is a Frankenstein amalgamation of everybody else who isn't Lilith and York went up to Witheria via a propulsion system in Punk Records, right? They're going to visit Harides. The reason why this is important is because not only is Harides the teacher of Nami who instructed her how to use weather, but he is also a sky person. He is from Burka. Of course, you know Burka was destroyed by Eniru. Why this is so important is because he might be a very significant character from Burka because, as you can plainly see, he does not have any wings. So, like Gonfall, he could have been a king of Burka, like how Gonfall was the king of Skypiea. And we know those who have that office don't have any wings for whatever reason, which is probably why Eniru himself doesn't have any wings. So we know he destroyed Burka, and we know Burka, unlike Skypiea, has very different dials, namely the axe dial used by Yama and the jet dial used by Gidatsu and Eniru himself. So it's very likely that Harides has access to technology that we have not seen before from Burka, and those dials were used to make the ODC machines that we're seeing Vegapunk Lilith use now. Based on the two perhaps being colleagues in the past, seeing as how the Vegapunks are now relying on Harides for housing in their time of need. So it's very likely that Harides and Vegapunk worked with each other in the past, and we have to find out more about that in the future. But I think that's a very likely scenario because we don't know a whole lot about Burka, and Burka could be even more important as we move forward in the story because it's quite interesting that in terms of wing size, the closest to Lunarians are Burkans, as they have the second biggest wings of the winged race people that we've seen through One Piece. So I would keep my eyes peeled for any information regarding Burka in the future, especially seeing as how Elbaph has island clouds like Sky Islands. So it's very likely that we could have Burka lore here in Elbaph at one point. Who's to say? But with that being said, that's all I have for you today. So if you are liking the content so far, click the like button. And if you want to see more content from me, hit the subscribe button followed by that bell so you never miss a video. In addition, if you could, please hit the hype button because it does help. Now, to end us off, with that being said, give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Polypede. Whoops!